Hello guys, y'all, your girl is stressed to the maximum. Why did I just I'm at the gas station at UDF, or random UDF, filling up my car. Y'all, tell me why I turned my car on. I had my car on while I was filling up. I thought that's how you blow up. Okay, I'm trying to blow up on YouTube, but I'm not trying to blow up physically on YouTube, okay? It's been quite a while since I've been on YouTube, y'all. It's been a lot going on. And I'm still debating whether I want to go over everything on the camera, but just wanted to have a moment to tell you guys about something that's coming up that I'm super nervous about, y'all. I'm nervous and I am stressed. And don't mind that car seat. I just moved it out of the way so I could push my seat back. I got me a little mini car, so your girl had to sit back. But I feel like I'm looking so rough. Oh well. But yeah, so I wanted to get on here and share with you guys what is coming up for me next week, or for my family next week on Tuesday. Me and my husband have an appointment with immigration. And y'all, let me tell you, stressed is an understatement. Stressed with a capital K-R, okay? Your girl is stressed out. It's been a long journey that started when we got married, which we got married in July 2019. Well, actually a little bit after we got married. When we got our marriage license, we started the process for my husband to have legal residence here in the United States. For anybody who doesn't know me, I am a U.S. citizen. But y'all, the hoops that you got to jump through, the things you got to do, the applications you got to fill out, I had no idea what I was signing up for. They, just to give you some background, have extensive things. They want to see your taxes. They want to know where you lived the past 10 years, where you worked the past 10 years. I mean, everything that they could possibly look into is so invasive. They want to know how much money you're making, where you work, all those things, because essentially you are sponsoring, or you're saying that you're going to, be able to, take care of this human. If they're, down and out, then you also need to be able to take care. Dang. Y'all, I'm going the wrong way because I wasn't paying attention. Oh well, I'll get him eventually. But so essentially they want to know all this information about you as a U.S. citizen, because you're petitioning to get this person, as a legal citizen here in the United States. So it's been a long process. We filled applications. We paid, I want to say thousands, with everything that needed to be done. Paperwork, his birth certificates and things. He's from my husband, Grayless. He's from Dominican Republic. So all his paperwork, like birth certificates, things like that, are in Spanish, and stuff had to be translated to English, vaccine records. I mean, everything. It's been a lot of money and time and energy. This video is about our final interview that's coming up on Tuesday. We have had the final interview previously, but my husband speaks Spanish. He can understand some English, but predominantly speaks Spanish. And so we needed a translator. We got to the final interview, which I believe was in September of last year, in the midst of all this COVID mess. And we got there, we had the translator ready to go on the phone. And when we got there, they said, hey, the translator needs to fill out some forms. Does he have a computer? The guy didn't have a computer. And so we had to reschedule the appointment. Well, this was September, I believe. And the guy had told her, I was so devastated, by the way. Your girl was frustrated. I cried afterwards. I was more mad than my husband was. And really, this is for my husband, for the future of our family. But long story short, we had to reschedule. He told us it would be in October or November. And we never heard anything. Never heard a thing. So we've been calling and asking and requesting. Maybe we missed something in the mail. Where's our rescheduled final interview? Well, finally we've gotten it. And so there's a lot of paperwork you need to bring, all the paperwork that you had to supply, vaccine records, all that thing. But then they also want the affidavits of support. So because my husband, he does have 4 children that aren't with me. We have 2 twin babies together, but he has 4 children that currently live in Dominican Republic, and they have to be sponsored as well because they're not citizens of the U.S. And so we have other sponsors that we also need their income information, their tax information, and because it's now another tax season, we need to get all that updated. So it is very stressful, as well as we need to get these forms to the translator, which is a friend of my husband's. So all that, I need to get my stuff updated. And then also, guys, when I went into the final interview the last time, at first I went in and I said, Kenya, okay, you might be a little bit nervous, but they're going to give you the benefit of the doubt. You guys have a real marriage. We're really married. We have twin babies. We have 2 babies together. We've been married now for almost, dang, I forgot my ring at home. I dropped off the babies this morning to daycare. But we've been married almost 2 years now. It'll be 2 years in July in a couple months. We have twin babies. We live together. Everything is A-okay. It's real. There's no faultiness in it. And I thought, can you just go in here? Your marriage is real. Just answer the questions. It'll be okay. But no, when I went to my our final interview in that September date that we had to end up rescheduling, this guy was being so like tricky and like, oh, did you guys drive together? Blah, blah, blah. Like, what kind of stuff? Like, real couples, real marriages, whether they drive together or not to this appointment is not important. Like, this guy from the minute that we walked in was trying to like imply something. Like, I feel like it was like I don't know, like the system is set up to try to make it seem like it's not real, or like your relationship is not real, rather than giving you the benefit of the doubt and assuming that it's real, and if something ain't adding up, then it's not real. But I mean, I'm sure that there's couples and people who have had faulty marriages or not real in order to become a citizen, but this is not the case. We are really married. And so just knowing that I'm going back into this, what I feel like is a firing squad. I mean, this guy was so super stern. He wasn't nice. He was kind of an asshole. He thought, I mean, everything that we went through, sorry, I might cough because my throat is a little scratchy. Everything that we went through to get to that appointment, excuse me, my emotions were high. And this guy just so quickly was just like, oh, well, we're going to reschedule this appointment, Like, I'm trying to live my life. I'm trying to get this over with. Now, once we have this appointment, I don't know if we'll have to return in like 2 years or 5 years, but basically they do check up on you to make sure that why am I going all the way downtown? To make sure that your marriage is still intact and real and whatever. But so, yeah, we have this interview on Tuesday. Y'all pray for us. I mean, it literally gives me so much anxiety. It gives me a pit in my stomach. I feel sick. I feel invested. And I mean, they really, honestly, they make you feel like you're like a criminal or something. Like you've done something wrong. Like I felt like I was in an interrogation for a murder. Like, y'all, I'm a whole U.S. citizen. And I mean, just everything that we've encountered, the policies and things that I've found out, like just through my husband, through going through stuff, like going through this process. I mean, it's just, I'm glad that I was just born here because I didn't have to go through this. But now, I mean, just going through this immigration process has opened me up to, a whole nother side of, experience of entering the U.S. Now, what was I going to say? One thing though that I'm nervous about, that really makes me nervous, is in the midst of this COVID craziness, we have one sponsor that's a single guy, and then a married couple that's also sponsors. Well, in the midst of the COVID craziness, the couple lives in New York, and the husband actually passed away due to COVID. He was like this was like the front lines when COVID really hit hard in New York City, and their hospitals were full and they were putting everybody on ventilators, and it really took a toll on his body, and he passed away. So now we're in the position, and we really haven't thought about it, just because honestly we're trying to survive through this COVID mess. It's been very hard on us as a family and as a couple, but we had not looked for another, other sponsors. And so I'm nervous on what they're going to say when we get to the appointment. Like, obviously we had sponsors, but one of them passed away due to COVID, and that's changed the financial situation of that family that's supposed to be, promising financial support to our family and to Grayless's children, our children as well. So I'm just very nervous about that. I'm nervous that we won't get approved, or I'm nervous that maybe Grayless's, my husband's, my husband's, status may be changed, but maybe for, his children, that we will have to, redo the process. It's just like, you really just want to live and you want to enjoy life, and I understand, everybody just can't come in and break the law and think they're gonna live here and all that kind of stuff. But like, I'm really ready to not have the government like looming over our back. And Gray has everything he needs to work: a social security number, employee authorization document that you need, but it's gonna expire in April. So yeah, guys, so we need this stuff to get on the road. And if for some reason he doesn't get approved or something, they say you need to get another sponsor or something, like, we need that his employment paperwork is renewed, because it's going to expire, and we need that income in our household. We need him working. So guys, I'm so nervous and I'm so anxious, but I wanted to share with you what I'm going through. I really want to share my life. I probably will cut this up a little bit just to be a little bit more succinct, but just honestly, we have an appointment coming up on Tuesday. I'm nervous because one of the sponsors passed away, and also we have to get a lot of paperwork together, so it's very stressful. And on top of that, you're basically going into interrogation. So it's just really not a nice process, and this country is not really nice to immigrants, and it don't take you for face value. They assume that you're lying, and they need to get to the bottom of it. So it's like you're being interrogated for a crime. So I'm just really not looking forward to it, but I did want to share this with you guys. Let me know if you want more videos where I share with you what's going on day-to-day life with us. I wish I would have shared more of the immigration process, because it's very cathartic to me to be able to get this out and share this experience, because then I feel like you guys are supporting me in this, and it's really hard to be the wife of an immigrant. If you have any questions, feel free to drop some questions below about me and my husband. But yeah, I think I want to share more on here on YouTube, just about the process of being a spouse of someone who is immigrating to the U.S. and the process that you have to go through. It's very strenuous, and it's not for what's the words I'm trying to come? It's not for the light at heart. It's not for the whatever. It ain't for no chump, okay? You got to go through it, and it's stressful, and it's money, and it's all those kind of things. So just please be praying for us, thinking about us. If you have any questions, drop them below. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more kind of things like this, or want to know more about our immigration process and what we're going through, let me know. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me on this drive. I don't know where I'm driving to. I ain't nowhere near my house. I'm in Clifton. If y'all know, y'all know. Cincinnati. But yeah. Okay, guys.